geez, he has just completely flipped my life. So I've always grown up in church. I come from a line of, my grandfather was a pastor, my uncle was a pastor, so I always grew up in the church. But there's always been an emptiness in me, like a hole just in the pit of my stomach that in high school, I filled it with sports. I played basketball, football, I ran track, cross country, girlfriends, stuff like that. And it was good for the time. And came a moment in my life where everything just came crashing down around me. And I remember just crying out to God in that moment and saying, Lord, I just can't anymore. You know, I'm tired of being sad and putting on a fake smile or pretending to be that all is well when there's this giant pit in me. Just take it away, Lord. I want more of you. And in that moment, it's just unexplainable joy, peace that God just brought into me. And from that, I mean, I didn't immediately start, you know, diving into the Word or you know, just worshiping God. But especially coming to Lincoln and meeting everyone, I've grown exponentially. I study the Word. I just love God. I just worship Him, and that's how He's changed me.
I become a free man. I always absorb by my sins. I always think about by myself, like exploring me every day. And now, when I read the Bible, I feel like I'm thinking about God. I think about it. Like free.
I always thought of Jesus is over here, and then the rest of my life is over here. And I wouldn't really like allow Jesus to come over to these boxes. I kind of kept him in one box and didn't let him transform my life in other areas, just because I kind of separated religion and everything else. And so it was just, I think that once you dedicate your life to this, and the ministry challenging me, making me uncomfortable in my faith, making me read the Bible when I didn't want to read the Bible, come to stuff when I didn't want to come. And so being in the Word every day is bound to change your life. And so that's what it did for me. And so the biggest thing that the ministry helped me realize was that Jesus wasn't number one in my life. It was like number 6. And so I had to learn and kind of unlearn a lot of things and put Jesus and make Him Lord of my life in every area of my life. And that is very, very hard to do, especially when you're 21 years old and you live for yourself your whole life.
Before I started going to Restoration City Church, I never really read the Bible or with somebody, especially, who kind of knew what was going on, and I never really knew how to actually talk to God. You know, it was just repeat the same prayer for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the same prayer before you go to bed. And I came to Restoration City Church, and I got my eyes opened to a whole world of who God is. He is the Word, and every word in the Bible is just a descriptor of who He is. You know, it just explains Him perfectly because it is His Word. And if I would not have come to Restoration City Church, I never would have known that, and I never would have learned how to, you know, just give my life up to God and humble myself before Him, and, you know, be able to talk to Him and have a relationship with Him.
I'd say before, I just wanted to get a degree. Like one day, go back to South Sudan, where I'm originally from, help the people with my degree. But after God just changed my life, my vision really changed. So one day now, I'm going to go back and share the gospel, just preach the gospel to people there, because by just doing the civil engineering work, I'm not really impacting people, because it's really part of the mind where the issue is.
Thanks God that given me gifts that I can speak some other languages, and I have contacts around the world. So and before I came to Christ, I also love traveling. So to see some problems or see some brokenness in the world around, it's not just Taiwan. So it's also important that thanks God for opening my eyes to see that the world is big and the problem is big too, and evil is everywhere. So just thank God that give me the gifts to speak different languages. So I have the chance to go to the countries and share the words, share the gospel.
I think the biggest reason is, seeing, talking with people, and experiencing my own life, just brokenness, and people trying to find something to hold on to. And hearing the stories from other people that I've talked to on campus, how they just desperately, they just want something to grab onto and to hold fast, and that's where Christ comes through to be that anchor in your life, to be that one who's never gonna fade, he's never gonna disappear from your life, he's always gonna be there when you need him. And I think that's such a huge part, especially on college campuses, of people trying to, quote unquote, find their own way, do their own thing. It's like, this is life. And that's what college kids, especially college kids on this campus, as I see, they just need that in their life so bad.
I'm called to get a major in business, but I'm also called to disciple, to meet people and to teach them what God has taught me and transform their lives and see them in turn disciple people. And so when you really put it into that kind of perspective of like I'm going to, my goal is to transform this person's life, and then they could change 10 people's life. It changes dramatically because there's so many lives at stake, just discipling one person.